Hey there everybody, today I'm going to do something I have never done before. I'm going to do a video post for you sitting down. No, I'm just kidding. I am going to sit down because I want to show you things on my computer screen, but the thing I've never done before today is particularly important to those of you who I've either recently spoken to about possible refinance options, or if you've been thinking about them and meaning to call me and just haven't gotten around to it. This post is particularly for you. You know, over my career, I have oftentimes compared my thoughts about the mortgage and real estate markets as forecasting. Because like the weatherman, you can see the writing on the wall, but you always know that things might change. Well, today I'm not going to forecast. Today I'm going to make a bold prediction about where interest rates are headed. And like any time I make some type of forecast or prediction like today, I want to back it up with data. So I'm going to put something on the screen. It's going to be a graph. Quick, don't run away, don't close your browser just yet. I promise to make it quick and insightful and informative. But it's going to help illustrate why I think the picture and the stage has been set so clearly for interest rates to fall and for you to hopefully take advantage of that and for me to help you along the way with it. Okay, so let's jump into it. Let's do this. This is a graph of what 10-year U.S. bond interest rates have been doing for the last year. Now, these aren't mortgage rates per se, but they are closely tied to the direction of what mortgage rates are. So we're not going to be concerned about the actual rates that these lines represent, but more or less just the direction. And as you can see, over the last 12 months, they've been in a free fall. And over the last couple of months in particular, we've really had the opportunity to help clients take advantage of these markets. And it's in fact these most recent 2 months on the graph where you see this sharp, sawtooth pattern that I want to dive into. Okay, here we are. From the beginning of August through the month, we had rates in a free fall. And we helped a lot of folks. Like I said, these X's indicate the days of when we had clients choose to lock an interest rate for a refinance. And right around Labor Day, things began to change. The U.S. and Chinese trade officials announced that they were going to have a meeting, and the markets rallied on that because the two largest economies have been warring at each other for the last year and a half. So even if something hasn't been inked in, just the thought of them coming together in the same room was very exciting to the markets. I kind of had a little bit of pessimism at that announcement, and we advised clients to not lock. We were still receiving loan applications in the first half of September, but it wasn't until September 16th where our next client chose to lock a refinance loan. So we looked pretty smart last month, and from there on we had a number of other clients lock in this trough. No one locked in the peak. And we're, again, quite proud of that. And we don't know if that's going to happen again, but I feel like the writing is on the wall for this same buzz saw to happen again. In the last week, we've seen rates rise again at not just the news of a meeting, but an actual meeting. They met last week, and some details were hashed out. Nothing was put in writing, but again, the markets have rallied. Since then, they've leveled off again, though, and I think we are poised to have rates fall again. First off, none of the details of this trade are in writing yet. That should be hashed out in the next couple of weeks. Secondly, a lot of the analysts who have looked at the trade meeting transcripts say that there really isn't any meat in it. Some of the fundamental issues that have been plaguing the U.S. and Chinese economies with these trade wars and tariffs were not even addressed in this meeting. And thirdly, these policies can be set unilaterally by a president in the name of national security, and which means they can also be changed or taken away unilaterally too. So we've seen erratic behavior in the past from this administration, so there's no telling what things may unfold into. So in my opinion, things are still looking very uncertain. And when the markets figure that out, rates are going to drop again. So what I'm advising clients to do, just like from the prior two cycles, is for clients to get their applications in. We can't lock an interest rate until we have all the necessary paperwork in place. So I have a trusted colleague put it this way to me before. When you go tailgating at a football game and the big play happens that everyone wants to see, you don't want to still be out in the parking lot because, yeah, you're going to hear the uproar of the crowd, but by the time you make your way into the stadium, the play's over. You've missed it. So you want to be in your seat watching the game, ready for that great game-breaking play to happen. And timing a real estate refinance is much of the same way. You don't want to be sitting around during the holidays when you've got enough things on your plate to get the phone call from me to say, hey, rates are down, let's do this, grabbing your paperwork, your W-2s, your bank statements when in the middle of the holidays. Let's get that out of the way now. So my recommendation on the heels of this bold prediction that mortgage rates are going to be dropping is start an application with me now. I'll make it easy on you. I'll absorb any application costs with regards to credit reports and employment verifications. And we can sit and wait and be ready for when that moment happens. And there's really not a whole lot of downside for you as the customer. If rates drop, then you get to celebrate on the field with everybody with a great rate on a refinance. And if I'm wrong and rates don't drop, then you got a first row seat to this career fumble I'm having of my very first ever bold market prediction not coming true. But again, in addition to this graph, there are a lot of other telltale signs that are indicating that mortgage rates are going to be falling in the near future. So let me help you get ready and poised and positioned to take advantage of that as best you can. So let's stay in touch. Please reach out to me so I can kind of tell you what the next steps are. Again, I'm not trying to rope people in. I'm just trying to get you prepared for if and when this opportune moment takes place, that we can grab it before rates do that same kind of buzzsaw motion that we've been seeing in the recent volatile months. Thanks as always for watching and checking out Matt's memos. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye-bye.